Can you? I had to record this. What are you trying to get me to eat? Today is going to be a very exciting episode because I'm taking you to Chinatown. Wait, wasn't I just there? Okay, so yes, I have been taking you to a lot of Chinatown restaurants, but today we are going to be celebrating Chinese New Year with some Chinese restaurants. Now here's the thing, I am not Chinese, so I don't feel like I'm going to be representing the cuisine properly. So for today's episode, I did bring a very special guest. I don't know if you guys remember, Las Vegas Phil.
What's up guys, happy to be back.
Now the reason I'm super excited for this episode is because we're going to a few restaurants that I've never been to. Usually in these videos, I'm the one who's dragging you to places and showing you new spots. But in this episode, Phil is gonna be dragging me this time. Like shoot, I wanna be shown around too.
Yeah, super excited to take you to 4 amazing places in town that are quite diverse, but all Chinese food, and it's all great.
All right, like I said, we're super excited and we're gonna go ahead and get started with restaurant number 1. Oh, really quick, before we continue with this video, I just need you guys to hang on for a minute while we talk about the sponsor of this video, Babbel. Since I was young, I've always been told that the more languages you know, the further you can go in life, whether if it's in your career, traveling, or getting to know new people. Excuse me, are you French? J'adore ton beret. Oh, tu parles français, oui, c'est ma Lydia. Tantôt Lydia. And when I went to high school, I chose to study French because, well, I already know English and Spanish, so I thought it would be a great language to add on. But here's the thing, I can read it just fine, but the moment you start talking to me in French, it just, you know. Luckily, we have Babbel. It teaches you real-world conversations you would use from day to day, with the lessons being designed by real language teachers, not some machine learning algorithm or artificial intelligence. You can choose to learn your language through either lessons, videos, games, podcasts, or even live lessons with some of the top teachers. I'm a busy girl, and I'm sure so are the rest of you. So luckily, Babbel's lessons are only about 10 minutes. So they're super short, but yet effective enough where it gets you speaking in just 3 weeks. Je m'appelle Norma, j'adore ton vêtement, je trouve ton style très original. So if you want to start learning, please make sure you check out Babbel by clicking the link in my description to get 65% off your subscription. Plus, Babbel does offer a 20-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. And now back to the video. All right, so for this first spot, we are here at China Mama. Again, I personally have never been here, but it has been recommended to me by so many friends, and when talking to Phil about it, he actually did agree.
Absolutely, yeah. China Mama is one of the best all-round Chinese restaurants. They cover Cantonese, Sichuan, Shanghai style food, and in a really nice atmosphere as well. Way better than a hole-in-the-wall type place. It's a great place to start. These are 3 of their most popular dishes right here.
I'm really interested in this first one right here. It's like bubbling like right in front of us.
So what we're looking at here is the mapo tofu. Silky tofu, ground pork, hot chili sauce. Arguably the most popular dish at China Mama. General consensus is this is the best version of mapo tofu in Las Vegas.
Now here's the thing, I didn't really grow up with much Chinese food. My family was a big Panda Express family, and I hate to admit it.
It's okay. So my first introduction to Mexican food was Taco Bell. So I think, you know, it's just the food journey, you know, where you started and where you know, the things you see.
Wow, that's spicy.
No, really delicious, hearty.
The sauce itself is like very thick, very gooey itself, but the tofu is really, really good. It does have some heat, but it actually kind of goes away really fast. Like I'm not like spiced up anymore. Oh my God, Phil, I'm so excited for this one. This smells so good. It looks so pretty. I look at it and I think cinnamon rolls. I know it's not that though.
No, it's definitely savory. This is known as Mama's Special Pan-Fried Pork Buns. So basically what they do is they take the steamed buns that they make in-house and then just finish it off with a little crispy pan fry on the top. Kind of a play on the pot stickers that are quite popular, and they made it into like a whole bun.
It's like crispy on the top, but then like super soft on the bottom. I freaking love it. It's funny because it's such a culture shock to me because, again, I'm Mexican, so to me, when I see this, I see bread and I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm gonna get something sweet in the inside, but no, like in Chinese food, it's like the exact opposite. You're gonna get something savory in the middle.
I love how spongy this is. I love the crispy top. Hit of oil gives it some really good flavor. This is cumin lamb, which is a famous Chinese northern dish. It's mixed with cilantro, some scallion, and a bunch of other spices as well. One of my favorite dishes to have here.
Ooh, that's spicy too.
I'm not trying to kill her, I swear to God. Oh, well, maybe I am.
Lord. That is spicy. I think I do remember actually seeing the chef like just pouring it in. like spice after the other.
There is a bit of that numbing flavor at the end, kind of like on your tongue, kind of like buzzing.
Yeah, I do feel it like a little tingly on the tongue.
So it's a little mix of peppercorn and then the spice which Chinese call mala. Gives that kind of tingly, numbing flavor.
Aren't you guys glad that I brought him? Like, I would not know how to explain this.
This is delicately steamed pieces of fish fillet here. And this has a lot of mala, which is like the numbing spice. With chili oil in it. Super concerned about you eating this one after you said the mapo tofu was a little too hot.
I'm gonna start making him sign like
A waiver.
a waiver. Like no killing Norma. But the fish overall I really love. Like it's actually like super flaky. It just disintegrates in your mouth.
So there's definitely some different layers of heat going on in here with the chili flakes, the peppers themselves. I'm getting different hits of heat and I'm breaking a sweat now.
He was scared for me.
I was scared. So of all the places we're going to, I feel like China Mama is one of the best all-around restaurants because they do cater to American taste as well. So if this is too foreign for you, they definitely have all the orange chicken, fried rice, all the noodles that you want. Anyone, from any background, when they ask for a recommendation for a Chinese restaurant, China Mama is one of the ones for me on the top of the list.
I need to stop eating because we are going now to spot number 2. Spot number 2. So we are here at Shanghai Taste instead of the Shanghai Plaza, which Shanghai Plaza is actually like a really big deal now in the Chinatown community, honestly.
Mainly known for soup dumplings, which are better known as xiaolongbao or XLB. To me, Shanghai Taste is kind of like the off-the-strip version of Din Tai Fung. Shenzhen are basically soup dumplings, but they pan fry them for just a different kind of texture and taste. It should be a pretty hot center. So what I normally do is I kind of nibble a little bit on the side to kind of open it up, kind of cool it a little.
Actually, it's like leaking. That's some good broth.
With the pan-fried ones, these are thicker skinned than the ones who are the traditional XLB that we're getting. So xiaolongbao is known for the thin skin and a super juicy pork center that's piping hot. Some of the trademarks are the thin skin. You can see kind of all the juice kind of sitting in the dumpling there, and then the crimps on top.
You could see the liquid on the inside. It's a little bit like translucent even. It's like a little volcano.
There's a few ways you can do it. I do it kind of what I call old Asian grandpa style, where I just pop the whole thing in my mouth and let it explode, because I feel like the juicy explosion is really where it's at.
Am I gonna burn myself, but I would just put it all in?
Why don't I do it first? I'll let you know.
Yeah, that's absurd.
All right. I'm good.
Hot or
No,
careful?
you're good.
Safe? Okay.
Yeah. Too hot? You're right. No. This is my fault. I probably eaten like 4,000 of these, so that was not that hot compared to.
I mean, I didn't burn my tongue, but I was not prepared for that. So yeah, when it exploded, I was like, oh my god. I probably would just go ahead and buy a little bit off the top to let it cool down, especially if you're a rookie like me. Phil just went ahead and downed the whole thing. I mean, I don't know what to say. Like, your mother would be so proud. I'm so excited. It's the chocolate dumplings. They just look like regular dumplings.
They do. I would not think these were chocolate at all.
Ooh, hot. It's so good because you bite it and it is really an explosion of liquid chocolate.
And the exterior, the wrap kind of makes it kind of mochi-ish to me when you're chewing it.
It actually reminds me kind of like a molten lava cake. I think I would come in just for those. Like if I'm having like a super sweet tooth day, like I would come in just for those. And this is not even a dessert place, but that was amazing. Ooh, okay, we're pretty dumpling now, but we're gonna go ahead and continue with spot number 3. And now we're at spot number 3. Yes, this is a different day. We cannot eat that many meals in one sitting. So for this place, we're now here at Magic Noodle. This is actually not in Chinatown. It is a very local area actually. We're all the way over in like Fort Apache and like Tropicana area. So yeah, definitely away from the strip. What I really love already about this place is that you like walk in and the kitchen is like right there on display for you. And they even have chairs right there where you can actually sit and like look at the kitchen. Yeah. Dinner and a show. And it's really cool because we got to see them hand pull the noodles. Like, how awesome is that?
Yeah, there's only a handful of places that do hand pull noodles, knife shaped noodles like this. Every one of these places is special, and this is one of the best ones here. What we have here for you is the beef brisket noodle. It features, of course, tender chunks of beef brisket, vegetables, green onion, and cilantro.
That's in the broth. Very savory. You can already taste the beef just in the broth.
It's been braising in there for hours.
And then these are right here, some of those hand pull noodles that you guys just saw.
Yeah, hand pull noodles are awesome because of the elasticity, and they're basically made to kind of cling to all the flavor in the noodle soup.
Oh, I love those noodles. You could definitely taste how authentic, and you could taste the freshness, honestly, that it was just made 30 seconds ago. Try some of the beef. So tender, it just falls apart as you bite it. Definitely very fatty too.
Yeah, and slurping noodles is totally allowed.
Really?
Yeah, the louder the better.
Show us your skills, Phil.
Yeah, it's kind of like you're complimenting the chef.
Pure talent, Phil.
Right. Like a pro.
Got broth all over me now.
My favorite is the C7 on the menu, known as the Chongqing style spicy noodle. And this has ground pork, peanuts, pickled vegetables, and green onion.
And this one is supposed to be pretty spicy, you said,
Pretty
right?
spicy.
It's spicy, but it's not terrible. Yeah, these are some long noodles, guys.
Yeah.
I can see the creep up on the spice there. It has like so much more flavor. Like I really do love this one.
There you go.
And I finally just tried right now some of the ground pork. That's very delicious too. Now we're gonna go ahead. I'm still spiced out. We did order one more noodle here for you, so that way you see it's not just like soup noodles. This one's gonna be more of a stir-fried noodle. And this is the one that they actually hand cut.
Knife shaped.
Knife shaped, okay. That was really cool. Like I had never seen that before. I didn't know that was a thing.
So this offers a great chew and texture that's quite different than the hand pulled noodles.
Yeah, like he brought out this block and I was like, what the heck is that? I thought it was cheese at first, honestly, when I saw it.
This is the house special chow mein. Features chicken, beef, shrimp, ham, and veggies, basically everything.
Definitely get the knife shaven noodles for this stir fry, because I guess you do have the option to get either hand pulled or knife shaven. I love how these knife shaven noodles like just kind of hold the sauce more together. I really do think that's like the best chow mein I've ever had. Plus you get to try all the different types of meats and even the veggies on here, so you can't like go wrong ordering this one. Yeah, no matter if you're a local or if you're just visiting and you're staying on the strip, the drive over here to the Southwest Valley, like definitely worth it. As good as it is, I need to stop eating because we need to go to spot number 4. Okay, let's go before I eat the rest. And finally, spot number 4. So this one I am very excited for because you like walk in here and it's like you're not in Vegas anymore. It's like totally different place in here.
I love this place because it's like an old school Chinese banquet style hall. Maybe I feel like I'm in the 70s or 80s in here, but it really reminds me of the place I used to go with my family growing up.
Now we did already order, and I'm going to show you this little clip right here that I just had to take in the moment.
Most of the time, the people up there aren't down there. So if you are, that would be.
Can you? I had to record this. What are you trying to get me to eat?
So sea snails, jellyfish with exo sauce and mixed mushrooms. So it comes with the shell, a little bit of jellyfish for some texture. The flavor is great because it's exo sauce, and it would be a Chinese as fuck dish.
Chinese AF. Alright, let's do it.
Let's do it.
So yeah, basically Phil is making me eat some stuff I was not ready for. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what to think. I don't know if I should be scared, excited.
YOLO, we're here, why not?
Okay, no, I've decided I'm terrified. So, let's just go ahead and dig into this duck right here, which honestly looks freaking good. It looks so beautiful, like this is my favorite part.
Skin looks amazing, nice and meaty, and we're gonna kind of put it together traditional style. Juicy, fatty, delicious.
So juicy, wow.
Yeah.
This duck did not go to the gym. We'll go ahead and we'll try it the traditional way, which is gonna be to put it in the bao. These baos are so soft. You basically can't go wrong either way, whether if you choose to make a bao out of it or if you eat it by itself. Now, typically, how many people would one duck be?
4 to 6 people per duck, because you're ordering a lot of other stuff. Duck would simply be just a course of the whole dinner experience.
They really do use all the meat from this duck because at first, like on the plate, it doesn't look like they used the whole thing. Like as they were taking away the duck, I was like, wow, that's still a lot of meat left.
So they mince up the duck, stir fry it with some pine nuts and some other scallion. You just kind of have it as lettuce wraps. You can also have a duck soup if you want it as well.
So that's actually kind of cool because basically ordering one duck gets you like 2 separate plates of food. Next up, we got some pork belly.
Yeah, the crispy pork belly here is one of my favorite things on the menu. You can easily order a pound of this to go and just get some white rice and crush this at home. Yeah, they season the whole thing, and yeah, it's a crazy process in how they make these pork bellies, but it takes hours.
It is very salty.
Yes, which is why I love rice with it.
Oh, okay.
Depending on the time of day you come here, it's either scorching hot, warm, or sometimes cold. My best advice would be to ask them the temperature of the pork before you order it. A lot of Chinese people don't care about the temperature of the pork, but if it's cold, I don't recommend getting it. They said it was warm today, which it is, and the pork is crispy and super juicy. That looks beautiful.
This one's just nail right here.
That's a snail?
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Huh? A thinly sliced whole snails. These are huge snails.
This one is jellyfish.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. That was supposed to come out more sarcastically. I'm just gonna close my eyes.
So this is definitely a more high-end than I was prepared for. The snail is actually sliced super thin, and it looks like a veggie.
It does.
instead.
I thought it was like a parsnip, honestly.
Yeah.
When I saw it.
So you know these snails were super large to begin with, probably larger than any snail I've personally had. And then the floury parts are the jellyfish. Makes it way easier to eat this because you got no shells, and they sliced everything up really nice. And I can't wait to try it. I can't wait for you to try it. It's like calamari.
I know. It's just because I know it's a snail. I'm like freaking out right now.
There's no herb butter.
No, it's good. Sorry for the freak out there. No, it is good. It's a little chewy. No, but it's not bad. Like if you would just happen to give that to me and be like, eat this, I'd be like, oh, that's actually really good. It's just knowing it's a snail. One that big, too.
Have you ever had jellyfish
No.
before?
Oh my
Maybe
god.
that might be your smallest option. Oh, no.
Why?
Maybe. I got a big piece. We're going in.
Oh my god.
All right.
You can like hear yourself chewing this. Like it's so, I don't even want to say crunchy because it's not crunchy, but like as you're biting it, you can hear it inside.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
It's kind of hard to describe.
The first thing that kind of came to mind as I was chewing it, it was like cabbage, like cooked cabbage. It's just like as you're eating it, you're chewing it, it like, you hear it, you know?
But it still has the tenderness of kind of like a mushroom. No?
But same thing, it's not bad. Very interesting dish. I'm glad I tried it though. Now I can say I've had jellyfish. So Phil is finally done trying to kill me. Besides the Chinese New Year is coming up, I wanted to do a best Chinese restaurants anyway. So I do want to say thank you to Phil for coming with me. If you haven't followed him, follow him on Instagram, on TikTok. He is one of the best foodies in all of Las Vegas. Always a fun time with Phil trying out fun food. So as always guys, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, share it with your friends, and comment below. Tell me what's your favorite Chinese restaurant in all of Las Vegas. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. For today's episode, I am bringing a very special, what is it? Guest, sorry. Yeah, they have a very beautiful pan fry on them. Like I'm impressed. All right, so let's go. Ready?
Yes.
Okay.
So we'll do
Oh, that's so good.
this, you know, with presentation, and that'll end up on the food.
One more. I was my. Now here's the sad thing. I didn't really. Okay, so.
Additional steamed Shanghai, which they're making over here.
I have no idea what he's talking about.
Juicy center and a thin skin. So that's kind of what Shanghai is. I did not explain that well. Let's do that again.
What is that?
Fish.
It's fish.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I just asked that guy. I was like, "Oh, what is it?" He's like, "Fish." I'm like, obviously. We are now in more of a local area, which is actually on Tropicana and Durango. So this is not anywhere near the strip. Definitely more local.
For Apache.
What did I say?
Right.
I'm all bad. And it's really cool because we got to see. And
So what we have here is the brief biscuit.
biscuit.
It's a brief biscuit.
So this one I'm super excited for because, why was I saying? I forgot.
You transport it. You feel like you're in a different
Okay. Ooh. It's like we're at PF Chang's. Just kidding. Yeah, they don't go cheap with these tacos.
Tacos, lettuce wraps.
Lettuce wraps.